Studios.
Hello. Good morning. I hope everyone has had a great fishy week, and it looks like there's no one in the chat anyway at the moment. It's just weird. I'm down in the beautiful sunny Tauranga, and it's raining and not sunny. Yeah. If Cam was any more inbred, he'd be a sandwich. I like that.
I thought that was quite funny too. Although
Are
I
you
don't
doing
like the
any
fact that
haircut?
you're tagging me now. Yes, I do.
You seem to have the whole fucking what's that crazy guy on Harry Potter? The big massive guy that like
Hand off the break.
lives in, what's that? No, on Harry Potter, the guy that lives in like a cottage or something, the caretaker. What's his name? Big scary guy. You look like that.
Yeah, Hagrid.
Or some sort of Hagrid. That's the one.
I'll have you know that at least more than one person calls me Hagrid on a regular basis.
You've been going out doing a fair few walks lately, haven't you?
I have indeed.
That's probably why there's a whole heap of Bigfoot sightings around Nelson.
Well done. Well done.
I like that.
That is how you deliver a joke. Well done.
Walked right into that.
Also, I'm very sad because I'm sitting in a bar and I can't drink. Well, I can physically drink, but yeah, I can't drink. So yeah.
Why not?
That's sad.
Why can't you drink?
The old you would have. You've changed.
Yeah, but the old Ryan would have been naked by lunchtime somewhere doing something really stupid. So we no longer do these things. We learned from
why can't you drink?
I do have a funeral to go to today, so I don't think showing up to that drunk will be socially acceptable.
Still not giving me a reason. It will be fun.
I'll definitely say something. I'm more likely to say something inappropriate if I show up drunk.
I was going to say you'll say something inappropriate anyway.
It's probable, but yeah. Okay. What do we talk about? We talk about what's been going on in the fish room. Okay. I got some new fish this week.
Ooh,
and I excited Cam, but they were not what he thought I was going to get. Well, about 3 weeks ago, I saw some fish on Trade Me, and I bought them and paid for them, and then everything went to crap for a while, and I forgot about them. And then I remembered about them, and then I was like, I don't even know if I really want them anymore, but I bought them and paid for them, so I probably should eat them. But it was a breeding pair of Bricati, of all things, that look really nice. So, yeah. And one's albino and one's normal, so it'll be interesting to see how the come out.
The albino is why I thought they looked yellow.
Yeah. And you thought they were daffodils, which I would have loved.
Yeah.
So you got a breeding pair. One was albino.
One's albino, one's normal. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what the fry come out like. I've always liked the albino ones; they're quite cool. I've always liked Bacardi; they're quite cool. But I just wanted the daffodil ones, but they appear to have vanished. Yeah. So, yeah, that was cool. And I stripped some Africobu, which is another one of my nemesis fish that I'm really trying to work on. And again, a lot of people are waiting for me to breed them because, yeah, I'm the only one in the country with them, I think. Very cool fish. And they just breed sporadically. They're like blue, purple, yellow. They're like, yeah, intense. Just got colours I can't believe.
Africobu.
C-O-B-U-E?
Yeah.
Or W-E, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just starting.
Are they not around anymore?
No.
Oh.
I saw a random person comment about 5 years ago on Trade Me that he had some and managed to get in touch with him, drove down to Hamilton at like fucking 11 o'clock at night from Auckland and paid a ridiculous amount of money to buy a pair and 5 fry. And that's where mine came from. I managed to trace them back to import before I went down there, so I knew exactly where they'd come from, who'd bred them,
Cool.
and that they were legit. But yeah, they're just not prolific at all. So
I always
breed
thought they were.
sporadically.
I always thought they were fairly. I don't want to say common, but they were about easy enough to get hold of. But that's cool.
Everything was about there for a while, and then everything died off for some reason. So yeah.
Is that about the time that
But
Davey and that disappeared out of the hobby?
What's
Is
that?
Is that about the time Davey and his cousin and Ranjith and stuff dropped out of the
Davey
hobby?
and Jared. Well, Jared
Yeah,
still
they
around.
would have
Actually,
been
he messaged
holding.
me the other day. He wants some fish. But
yeah.
But Jared,
They would
they
have
big
been
fish
holding.
rooms, and when Ranjith sort of cut back as well. I think Ranjith had 110 tanks at one stage, just keeping things going.
Yeah.
And if people don't keep things going out of passion and love, they just die.
Yeah.
Because no one really
They get thrown into mixed display tanks to either get the shit beaten out of them or to get spawned with crossbred stuff, and all of a sudden you've got crossbred red empress with blue dolphins and this cool new fish.
Yeah, they just turn into crap. Well, the biggest problem is everyone will get excited, everyone will get them, everyone will breed them, and then the price of them will drop to nothing, or they can't sell them, and then everyone will stop breeding them at the same time. And that's why I've got so many bloody tanks of fish that I'm not breeding, because they're not worth breeding because there's no demand for them. But I know that in 2 or 3 years that they'll be needed again. So I just sit on them and feed them, and have tanks sitting there holding the bloody things. But it's just what it is. Otherwise, they die. So yeah, that's life, unfortunately. What else happened? Oh, my Shelleys, my Aussies spawned, so that's cool. I've got a cool video of them chasing some babies around the tank, which I always think is cool. I like Aussies. I also like sticking my hand in there and making them attack me, because I think that's funny as well. It's a fish that's attacking something that's 100 times bigger than it, and I think that's cool.
Just torment them all day long.
Just a little bit, They're especially kids. If you can't torment them, what's the point in having them?
Yes.
So I think that's about it for me. I went back to my fish the tank that I did locally, the planted bambuna tank, and the plants have just gone insane. You couldn't even see the fish; they were all hiding in the plants rather than the rocks, and there was no light getting to the bottom because the bambuna had just taken over the tank. So, oh my god, you guys are supposed to eat this shit. I put this in there for you to eat, and you're not eating it. So it got a big trim and a big water change. But there's a bunch of them holding, so they're going to be breeding soon. So they're obviously happy.
Good.
That's about it for me. What about you guys? I noticed Central Aquatics has got a bunch of trade me listings there, a lot of applicants that are probably no longer selling because the rush is gone.
No, I have got another 8 or 9 to send out today.
What are you selling?
Yeah.
So I've got, at the moment, there's a few OBs, Apaches. Why ask the question then?
Well, I thought you might say something cool, like you, I don't know, bred some Corys or some Tetras or some L numbers or something fun, or some decent Tanganikans or something, not just dumb OBs. OBs are dumb, man. They're the dumbest of dumb.
Shut up.
At least we'll make some cool peacocks or something, but fuck, OBs. You're making it worse for everybody.
I did send out some Synodontis petricola.
Ooh, see, now I'm excited.
You bought the petricola, did you say?
I got told off for sending those ones. But that's okay. There will be more.
So are you spawning
petricola? You got told off for sending petricola?
Yeah.
Are you spawning them?
sporadically.
Woo! That's cool. How you doing it? In pots?
Yep.
Upside down pots? Sweet. Cool.
So damn pots with the little
Marbles.
mesh filter.
Yeah.
No
cool.
marbles,
Oh,
just a
mesh
little,
in there,
100 ml end cap. And then, Yep. So I got some recently, and that was suggested to me as an idea, and I'd never tried it before. So I put that through to the breeding group that I have, and straight away, like, I was pulling eggs out the next day. So
Petra Cola are fat as hell. I'd like to spawn them, but again, everyone else's. So it's like, there's a lot around.
Everyone else. I mean, I haven't seen anyone else doing them.
Where the fuck is spawning Petra Cola?
Yeah.
Other than Matt, what are you?
Yeah, Tim up here in Auckland has probably 200 or 300 from memory. So yeah, that's where they were coming from, I think. But yeah, again, are they probably easy to raise? They'll be tiny little buggers, wouldn't they?
Here. Yeah, like
that's cool.
They're only like a centimeter or so.
Right, so they're the tiny little buggers. I moved my
what else have I had going on?
I moved on the subject of Sinnohs. I moved my cuckoos the other day, and I put 7 in there and pulled 12 out. So there's 4 medium-sized ones that have been bred in there. So that's cool. I don't strip them. I just let them go for it.
Aren't they stupidly cute when they're small? Aren't Sinos stupidly cute when they're
cool.
small? They are so cool when they're small.
Especially the Maltese are chunky little buggers too when they're small. They're quite cool.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's back this up a little bit. Have we all just like agreed to a fish that we are all okay with? Like, there's no arguments here. Like, have we just found that little slice of something that we can all be happy with?
Well, I can't say that I hate them because I like them.
And it's a catfish. We did it. We did.
I'm just waiting for Ryan to comment.
It's catfish. It's catfish.
Are you catfishing me?
Yes.
Anyway, I moved them because they stopped my Taiwan Reefs from breeding, and now I want them to stop my German Reds from breeding. So there you go.
They would be pretty good for that.
Well, the good thing is that they either stop the breeding or you get
cool
catfish
fish
instead. So
yeah.
Oh, they are cool fish. Yeah.
Have you got all of the 4 or the 3 or 4 cuckoos in the country?
I have Lucipinus, Petricola, and Maltese, but I believe there's a golden Petricola around too that I haven't got, and I haven't. I've seen them, but I haven't got them because they didn't really excite me. They didn't look much different to the other ones, to be honest. A little bit different, but not much.
When they're bigger, they have that gold look a little bit more. But at a smaller size, they look like identical. There's some down here, and they're at about 10 centimeters. And they look quite cool.
Yeah, they're not something that I actively breed, the things. I just think they're cool. I keep the Lucipinus because they're not around, again, just to sit on them for a while, and I can breed them if I need to. But
they're a cool fish to have buzzing around a Tanganyikan tank or a Malawi tank. Like they just give another point of interest. Kind of like I think Blue Mistress now is an incredible addition to community tanks because they just give like another point of interest to a tank, and they do the same thing.
I agree.
They're so active as well. Like they're constantly moving. If you get a decent, decent sized group,
the trick is with them, you got to get a good group. Hey, a good group.
Yeah,
I've got somehow I've ended up with about 20 something adults. So I do have about 8 to 10 adults there that I'm trying to sell, not actively, but when people come out and ask for them. But I won't sell them. I'll maybe 2 groups of 5 or something, but I won't sell them any less than that. And everyone just wants 1 or 2. And I said, look, it's not. Just want to enjoy
I would be interested in. I'd be interested in adding a whole bunch more to my large Frontosa tank when it's done. If you want to send them.
Okay. Well, they're just sitting there, and I don't need to move them. So maybe when things are settled down for you, we need to figure something out. And
Yeah,
just settle
because
down.
like
I want them to go somewhere where they're going to be. You put 2 in there, they just sit under the rocks, and they're just not having a good life. But you put heaps in there, they buzz around like a bloody mad school. They're cool as. They actually enjoy it. So
I've got about 15 or so at the moment, and like the tank is going into is significantly bigger. So I'd like to add to that number.
Yeah, and with those
You can
tank
send
mates,
the
I'm
other
probably
5
not
to
going
me
to
as
breed
well.
in there. Oh, you want some as well, do you? There you go.
Send 5 to Cam, 5 to me. Done, sorted.
Job done. Look at that.
Okay.
They can go into my display
Cool.
tank.
There you go.
Can we mark the date of the 2nd of October, and then we'll also note the date when we receive them?
So we'll talk about it again in a year's time.
Give or take.
The key thing is you got to mark when you pay for them.
Right.
He'll go, oh, sorry guys, I sent them on Aramex. Hopefully they survive. I forgot the heat pack as well.
Coming into the time we don't need heat packs, so it's all good.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear that? He said coming into summer, so there's at least a 6-month window that we're working with, not 12 months.
Could be next summer.
What were we talking about?
What's happening in our fish room?
Oh, yeah. Mine and
You still
Boone have
haven't-
been on a murdering spree.
Still carrying on from the trend.
Well, no, it's finished now because there's no more females, so that's cool. I did manage to strip a couple before he took them. I don't know whether it was like normally I put them into their own little quarantine tank for a few days just to fatten them back up before putting them back in. Especially seeing as the numbers were lower. But yeah, like he has just been on a psycho rage. But even when he like in the tank by himself at the moment, he's trying to step out anyone that walks past the tank. So I wonder if he's just an aggressive boy. But definitely a weird one. Like I've never had them like and Boone are psycho, but I've never had them this psycho.
Yeah, they do that. Well, not really. I mean, I've got mine in a much smaller tank, but there's a lot of them, I guess. Is probably the key thing. Don't know why you're having so many drama. I'm just trying to figure out, because I'm on my phone, I'm trying to figure out how to open up a second window, which is kind of working.
Quality broadcast entertainment.
Yeah.
Did I die?
Kind of
Did I
working,
die?
not working at all. Sadly, no, you're still here.
No, it's kind of working. Oh, yeah, so it's working.
Although, hang on, in the kill fuck Mary, I didn't want you to die, so I can't have you die.
No, because you want my fish room, even though you don't bother to show up and see.
Yeah, so I was going to marry you and then just like ride it out for 2 years until divorce proceedings can get underway, and then take half of your fish room.
Fair enough.
You can keep the Holden. I'm not interested in that at all. Just the fish room.
For the Holdens, yeah. I mean, if you guys think that fish are expensive, fuck me, try and restore a car, because it is unbelievably expensive, like phenomenally expensive. You wouldn't believe how expensive it is.
Don't you just pay for everything in favors?
Well,
the problem is I just can't. Yeah, I just don't have that many people that, I don't also like finding someone that can build a gearbox properly or an engine properly and wants $3,000 worth of fish is just unlikely,
That's why you set them up on a 12-month subscription for fish supply.
I've managed to barter quite a few things for fish, but not engine rebuilding. Vishal did, one of the fans of the show did say that he'd sort me out some parts for a wedding present, so that's awesome. I'm happy with that.
I still need to sort Vishal out with some fish that I was meant to bring when I come up.
I don't know if he wants them anymore because I think he's gone off Africans now, unfortunately. But yeah.
What? A month ago he was all into them.
He suffered one of the failures that you need to suffer with fish to understand how not to suffer it. Basically, he ran a really, really high stocking and then had a filter fail and didn't have a backup. And
always have a backup.
They all perished because there was no water movement, no oxygen exchange at the surface. So,
but he had some different strains of dragon bloods and stuff, eh?
He got them off me, and he has kept a couple for me to go back to me. So yeah.
But now they're dead.
Yeah. They kept some. He got some. He did have some in another tank that he's kept, and I'm getting them. I'm taking them off him. So yeah. Yeah. Happy days. And it's Cab's turn to talk, and he's run away.
Yeah. I had a weird one this week, and I actually haven't gone back to the people yet, but they've asked me to rescue their breeding pair of axolotls.
I saw a post like that on Facebook somewhere. Yeah.
So someone, I don't know if it's the same people, but they reached out to me asking if I would be able to take them for them. I haven't kept axolotls in a very, 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 very long time.
I wouldn't have thought
and I just don't
find someone that wants them.
No, well, I mean, I guess I think because they want them to go as a pair.
I wonder if the axolotl buzz hasn't actually has died off now, because for a while there, kids wanted axolotls because they were on Minecraft. But now it appears that they're not so popular anymore. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not really an axolotl person. I don't really like them. I think they're ugly critters.
Yeah, they're weird.
But
I get asked
if you're gonna get an axolotl, get a mud skipper.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't know. I can't make that statement because I don't actually know. But I was going to say they're like
that never stops you normally.
An unmorphed or what do they do? They morph into a different thing or something, into a salamander or something. If you stress the crap out of them or something, they're like in the larvae stage, but they stay that way. They're supposed to stay that way. Very strange. Very strange critters.
I still get asked for axolotls all the time. They're still pretty popular.
Yeah, if you stress them too much, they end up looking like Cam.
Well, I thought they looked a little more like Ryan because they're quite slimy and shiny.
My phone's...
Well, don't put your camera down there.
Already overheating. The lens isn't big enough to capture all of that, so...
It's really poor planning on your behalf. Like, you knew that you were going to be in Tauranga. You could have taken your laptop. Just saying.
I could have, yeah, but I wasn't very organised. I'll probably go this way too. Whoop. There you go. Whoa, shit! We got some 4K widescreen. Boom, boom, boom. The annoying thing was I was going to split screen to actually deal with something, but I do have the random question. Do we have any listener mail?
Cam needs to tell us what's going on in his room first.
Oh yeah, okay. What's going on?
Yours
is probably.
You sounded so disappointed at that.
No,
I'm not disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
No, although Noel Leeming is telling me that the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra 512 gigabyte is doing something. I'll open that and see what they say. It's $1,900 if you want to buy a phone. So that's the only listener mail that we've got from Noel Leeming.
Do they want to gift us one as a...
Maybe they want to sponsor it so we can do mobile recording.
Maybe. I'll reply back, although maybe I don't want to do that.
No, reply back to it later. Yeah, they're probably a
Okay.
spammers anyway. They're probably in Nigeria gonna take your money. Oh, that sucks. There's no Mr. Mail.
Well, like
So-
we have listener mail every other week. Like it's yeah.
Well, we're so popular that people want to talk to us.
We don't even have questions that people have asked us for this Ask Us Anything question segment. I've asked in the chat as well. No one's asked us anything. Maybe everyone's stitching us up. We stitch them up.
They're stitching us up. So the random question then is, now you need to say why as well. Pirate or ninja, and why?
What's the context? Would we prefer to be one? Or would we prefer to be attacked by
You
one?
can
Or
take
would
it
we love one?
however you want to. Do you think pirates are cooler than ninjas? Do you want to be a pirate more than ninja? Do you and why?
Well, I'd rather be caressed and make sweet love to a ninja because pirates are full of chlamydia and syphilis, and I don't want that in my life. So I'm taking a ninja.
Okay, cool. All right. What about you, Matt? All right, you're probably gonna go ninja because you like lurking in the shadows and watching people dance around poles.
I'm still thinking.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with ninja as well because, like, going to sea for ages and
Weren't you in the
getting all
Navy?
salt
Oh,
eating.
Air Force.
Fuck off. Yeah, go to sea for ages sounds like it sucks, and then having to walk the plank because I'd have to walk the plank because I probably wouldn't listen to the captain because I'm the captain now, Yeah, so I'd go ninja because
But you'd be able to drink a fucking shitload of rum, and you wouldn't be able to do that as a ninja. And you do like rum.
I don't really like rum, but I do like alcohol. Also, I'm scarred from the 3 weeks I spent on a Navy boat going overseas once. So, yeah, no one be a pirate. So, ninja for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with ninja. Hiding in the shadows is much more fun, and I can play more pranks on people if I can hide in the shadows.
Totally thought you were going to say, I want to be a butt pirate, and you were going to go with pirate then.
What's a butt pirate?
Yeah, I think that's for the paywall. Sorry.
Oh, crap, my bad.
It doesn't surprise me that you like to hide in the shadows and watch. It doesn't surprise me at all.
It's not watching. It's sneaking up on people and pranking them. One of my favorite pastimes.
But the thing of one thing, like if you're a pirate, you can have a parrot.
Yeah,
and
but
you're surrounded by fish, technically.
Yeah, but krakens.
True.
Not ideal. Not ideal.
True.
And the pirate will just turn into an ass. The parrot will turn into an asshole.
That's the best thing about parrots, though.
So it'd be like having Ryan around the whole time.
You could get a monkey and a jar of dirt.
Ooh, monkey.
Yeah,
Monkeys
jar
are
of dirt. Well, that was exciting. Is that it for our normal scheduled content?
Did Cam tell us about his fishy week?
No, ignoring me. I'm getting my feelings upset.
Yeah, you got your big tank home and you put some water in it and stuff, didn't you?
I did. Are you going to ask me, or are you just going to make me feel insecure and insignificant?
But you are insecure and insignificant. That's the problem. But that's something that you've got to deal with. Unless...
Insecure and inbred.
Insecure, inbred, and insignificant. And you need a haircut because you look like a yeti.
You guys are bullies.
All right. Tell us about your fag room. I mean your fish room.
Okay. So I got my big fish tank home and plumbed it up, worked out how that all went, which was quite significant. The whole time I thought the
And
pipes went up, but
this
as soon as I got down with
this figuring out how it all went was literally like a 3-year-old trying to figure out a jigsaw puzzle. You know how like they have those ones that have got the cutouts where it's really fucking obvious where everything goes in, and the kid's like, and not managing to get it in the right place. It was pretty much like that, like an adult
you
version
know
of
I'm
that.
insecure. Why are you being so mean to me, you wanker?
Just because it's me, that's what I do.
The intake was really easy. That was fine. And the return bit was really easy, but it was the joining the bits together that was quite difficult because I looked at it and I thought it had to go vertical, but turns out it had to go horizontal. So eventually we got there okay. So yeah.
And it's going with no leakies.
No. Filled it up and there was some leaking. A little bit of leakage from the intake end. So we've had to pull all of the pipes back out and rip all the silicone off, which I haven't quite put back together yet. So I'm going to try and do that tonight. I fitted a pump to it. So that's complete and that works. But the other end is leaking a little bit as well. So just leaking in the join. So I either need to tighten it a little bit more or I might have missed a seal somewhere along the lines. But hopefully by the next couple of days, we'll have that rocking and rolling. It's getting close.
I've never understood people that put silicone on those bulkheads that have like rubber gaskets on both sides.
Yeah.
That's what the rubber gasket's for, and then you put silicone on it, and it means that you can never undo it or do it up again, and it just fucks everything, especially if it's at the bottom of an overflow. Like, it's just dumb. Don't do it, people. You stupid. That's Ryan's rant for the day. It seems to make sense at the time, but no.
Some of the silicon can actually eat away at the rubber. So you just end up with so it ends up disintegrating over time.
If you want to use silicone in there, use some silicone grease if that makes you feel better. Like a little bit of that. But apart from that, don't use anything because it's not needed. Stupid. Because the number of tanks I've had where at the bottom of the overflow, you've got no room and there's silicone everywhere and nothing seals. And you've got to try and stick your finger up the bloody overflow hole with a little bloody piece of metal or something and try and scrape it all off. It's horrible. Horrible time.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
So, yeah. Don't do that, kids.
Yeah, that's where that's at.
Cool.
Yeah. Got to work out a way of putting a UV sterilizer light on it as well, and then we're away laughing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had trouble with them in tanks with sumps because they only like so much flow. And it's almost like you need to get another pump.
Well, that's what I was thinking of doing. Running a small canister on it just to run that through it. Downside is that means that all the water technically might not go through it. But I can't because it's all hard PVC piping. I don't think I'm going to be able to tee off it nicely. Like we're looking at 40 mil piping to going into like 20 mil canister filter type size piping. So I think it might just be.
And unless you're willing to invest a significant amount of money in a very serious UV system, you're probably not going to have something that's going to be effective at the flow rate anyway for something to tank that big.
Yeah, and it's
like
mainly
commercial unit.
It's mainly because the window, it's right beside a window and it gets basically full sun all day long, and I don't want to be dealing with green water on a regular basis. So that, or I could just put a curtain up, I suppose, but that seems way too easy. It's not like I don't have spare canister filters hanging around.
If you put a curtain up, then people would be able to enjoy you viewing the fish nude.
Well, people won't be able to anyway because it goes to my neighbour's garage. It just lets sunlight in.
Okay.
And it's only like about 400 by 400. It's just a small window. Just ventilation. But it just lets enough light in there.
They won't get the full experience with that window that small, so it's probably not worth it.
No. The fish room will be. It's pretty. Your fish room is pretty dark and danky and gross. It wouldn't be quite that bad, but it's pretty much a closed-in box with no light going into it, and
I do enjoy summer in the fish room more than winter because I open the door a lot in summer and it airs it out, and it's a lot nicer place to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Is that all you've had going on? Have you sold any tank setups or anything?
No, but I've moved pretty much all of the fish from out the back into the shop, give or take a few live bearers. So we're pretty much cleared out.
So tanks are mostly empty. You've just got to get rid of them.
Yeah. So we'll see how we go with that.
Cool, that's fun.
I think there'll be the same problem we have occurred a few times. The Nelson market is quite small, and to flood said market with 100 or so aquariums might be a bit of a struggle. But we'll see how we go.
Just send them all around the country.
Yeah, sending glass boxes isn't that much fun.
Buy a neon, get a tank.
With free shipping.
Yeah.
I need to
arrive alive guarantee.
For the next part of the segment, I need to go and check my messages, which might mean that I have to leave. So you guys have to entertain, and if I come back, I come back. But I'm just trying to figure something out. Okay.
All right. So I guess it's the time to say.
Might not.
I guess it's the time to say, if you've got any questions for this AMA, please ask us, because nobody's actually asked us anything. And otherwise, we're just going to be, once again, not on topic. So there is that. Ryan's frozen and he looks quite gross. And I suppose the other thing is, if you haven't subscribed or commented or liked or all that kind of crap, do it as well, because, hey, why not?
No, ask us anything.
Ask us anything. And I think that might have been, if you've seen the thumbnail, might have been why we were heading towards that. Anything you want, we're under control. Ryan's not under control. And he better come back, because he's like, hey, I've got an idea for the next few weeks. I've got some topic ideas and all the other stuff. So
he was going to reveal something about a breeding project for us.
Yeah, that's right. He had everything all lined up.
I don't know what you're going to do, because you've already fucked your cousin, so...
Oh, that was good from you. Oh, you couldn't have timed it any better. I need a pen. Here you go. This definitely is going to put us in line. Can any of you do an American accent? That is a great question. I don't know, can we?
I cannot.
I don't think I can. Although I do like barbecue. Does that count? I had barbecue over the weekend. I made pulled pork.
You smoked some meat over the weekend, didn't you?
I did. I wore my favorite cologne, and it was smoked dead animal. My wife hates it, and every time I barbecue while she's at work, and she comes in, you've been barbecuing and having it. Like, yes, I have, and I wear it with pride, because I can still smell that sweet, delicious, smoky goodness all over my beard.
Does she enjoy the food?
Yeah.
So she really shouldn't complain.
Well, she's a woman. That's what they do sometimes.
Just tell her, if she's going to keep complaining, you'll send her back to your uncle's place.
And by smoking the meat, did you actually do some meat, or did you do something else? Was that like a figurative thing?
No, I smoked a 4.5 kilo bit of pork. For use on Freedom units, that's about 10 pounds.
What did you do? What did you do with all the excess, or did you just eat it all?
So my daughter came back from Italy, so we had her boyfriend round, and my other daughter came around for dinner with her boyfriend. So we were feeding like 8 or so people, and then we gave both the boys a container to take home. That was a bit of a massive big dad move, because I know both their dads smoke meat. So I thought, hey, mine's better than yours. Take it home with you and show it off to your dad, which they did. And then I probably got another kilo and a half.
Took your meat. They took a sample of your meat home to show their dads. So it's
Yeah.
like a meat comparing competition, is it?
Pretty much. And I know that my meat's better.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
your
so
meat
they
shake
took it back,
brings
and
all the boys to the yard.
I got left with about 1.5 kilos left, which is roughly 3 pounds of Freedom unit users, and I've just used that for meal prep for the week.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had some beef that I'd done and smoked in the weekend that I used for nachos the other night. It was so good. Loved it. Smoked beef nachos was amazing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a Thor's Hammer this weekend. That or I'll do some beef chicks because apparently I need to practice for the upcoming events.
Yeah, I'm liking beef shorties, but they're just for cooking in bulk they're harder because they dessert the bones. So yeah.
Try chucking them on the rotisserie, doing them hot and fast. They come out spectacular. Oh, you don't have a rotisserie, do you?
No, I'm just loving them low and slow. They seem to be going really well, so it works.
I once did them in a rotisserie really fast, and we went out for I put them on in the morning, and we went out and came home, and they were ready at lunchtime. Absolutely spectacular.
Nice. Yeah, they do go fast, so that's the good thing about them. Mine were ready about 2:00, so I just rested them for 4 hours, which was amazing.
I'm assuming because Matt's not talking about barbecue, he's turned into a lawns kind of guy as he's gotten older. He likes to mow his lawn and keep it weed free.
He likes barbecue. He likes barbecue. I just don't think he's as advanced as us. He's still putting sizzlers on the barbecue. He just hasn't quite raised the level of actually doing real meat.
Do not badmouth sizzlers. Do not badmouth sizzlers. Nothing wrong with
the double cheese.
There's
Bring it
nothing
on.
wrong with the essence of a meat sausage.
Yeah, it's the same thing about meat on white death, butter, double cheese sizzler, dead horse. Bring it on. That is absolutely my guilty pleasure. That right there is a combination of a cardiac arrest, and I like it. I'm all in for it.
Nice. Have we got any Ask Me Anythings?
We've got 4 lined up. So where do you want to go? Do you want to go with them, or do you want to roll with what you?
Well, last week you guys called me out on the breeding challenge. So you want me a breeding thing? You want me to breed some dumbfish? And I thought we could make it more fun by making it into a challenge, an actual challenge, where we all breed the same thing, and we all compete with each other to be the best at breeding said thing. Yeah. So that wasn't just me stitching. That wasn't just me getting stitched up. It's all of us getting stitched up, and we can see who can be the first to breed them, who be the first to breed the most, or maybe we don't breed them. Maybe the first to get them all alive. I don't know. So with that in mind, I reached out to Topfin Aquatics down by Matt somewhere, and got him to identify some fish, because we needed an impartial person to be able to supply them. We can't trust Cam, because he'll stitch us up with all males or all females or something, or just all the runts. I know you would. You'd send Matt all the males and me all the females. I would be spending hours trying to do it. So I had to find an impartial person. And I said to him, look, this is what we're going to do. We need to have fish that are available, like that you can actually source. And we need to have fish that are actually wanted. You know, like there's no point breeding jags or something like that. So he's identified 4 fish that he thinks will be good to do. And I think we put it out to the vote, and the people decide what we're going to breed, and then we source them through him, and he sends us all the same thing, and we all try and breed them as a fun thing.
So what are the 4 options? What are the 4 options?
Glow light tetra.
Throw a tenty.
I'm more thinking
Guami.
Because I'm moving, I need to see if I can make this wiggle, because I don't have any tanks empty and all that kind of shit.
No. You've got lots of tanks empty. You just said you've got lots of tanks empty.
Well, not in a space.
These are all small fish too, which is a good thing. Like, we don't want to do big fish. We don't want to do something that's too hard. So we've got glow light tetras, sunset dwarf guami, neon blue rainbows, and rummy nose tetras. Okay.
So what was the 4?
So
dwarf neon rainbows,
rummy nose, what's that? Blue neon
Yep.
rainbows, rummy nose, sunset dwarf gourami, and low light tetras.
Okay.
He
So
suggested
I would just
better. He suggested better as well, but I don't like the idea of better because I think the heaven's too high to be able to do all the males and stuff, and it's just a mission.
Yeah.
And also finding quality ones is hard. And he also suggested CBDs, but I think that there's already enough people doing them at the moment that we probably don't need to. And Cam's already done them.
CBD.
So, yeah,
Celestial Pildanios.
CPDs, yeah.
Oh, not CBD.
So what was it? Dwarf Sunset
CPDs.
Gouramis, Glow Light Tetras, Rummy Nose Tetras, and what was the other one?
Neon blue rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Cool.
So, yeah.
So
That'll go out to vote, and people will vote on it, and we'll do whatever people say.
Okay, that's cool. Cool.
Even though you've
You're-
already done blue rainbows, haven't you?
And glow lights, and I've been, I wouldn't say successful with the gouramis, but I got to a point with a little bin. So yeah, 2 of the 3 ain't bad. 2 of the 4, but that's cool.
Yep, cool. But we're
I'm
starting
down
again
for
with
that.
these ones, and we're all going to compete, and we're all going to see who can get the most. Done.
should we make a wager?
Are we swapping wives? Because you can have mine if that's the prize.
I don't want your cousin. No.
Oh God.
Cool. Okay, so you want me to put this up in the community tab thing after sometime today, correct? So people can vote on it.
Some sort of vote thing. Yeah. However you do that, that's your job.
Okay,
I'll
so
come
being
up with
that
the
we've
idea.
got 9 people watching, there is 2 people watching on Facebook. So we will put this on the community tab on the YouTube channel. How long are we going to let this run for?
That's your job. I've come up with the idea. Fuck, do you want me to do everything for you?
Wait,
Are you a fucking woman?
When does Nigel need to send us the fish, or when does he need to start sourcing said fish?
Well, I don't know. Maybe
Well,
from
fuck
here. Matt,
are
you can
useless.
talk to Nigel because you know Nigel, and then Cam, you can figure out the poll. Done. I'm the captain now.
Okay.
Do what you're told.
Today's Wednesday. Voting closes on Friday, so that then Nigel can sort it out.
2 days.
In order and for next.
2 days.
Well, they don't need to arrive. They don't need to arrive by next week. We just need to have a decision by next week. So it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how about we go by next week, so the 9th, so 7 days for voting, and then we've got something else to talk. Then we've got something else to talk about next week because clearly we have no real idea what we're doing. Okay.
So better comment that Matt is very familiar with polls, so he should probably be taking.
Okay.
So
So
many
7 days.
innuendos about polls. So yeah, we could probably go all day. Anyway,
Cool. And is
7
there any,
days. Okay.
do we have any other guidelines on this? That's all we're at this point. 7 days, 4 fish. People are going to vote for it. We've got someone supplying the fish, and we're going from there. Yep. For now.
Yep, and we're all going to essentially, I guess, get the same thing as such from him.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
And are we we're going to worry about the technicalities a bit later on once we pick the fish? Yeah, we'll get the fish selected.
Sorry, I was
Yeah,
in the
like-
comments, but yeah, we'll figure the fish out.
Are we going to
later.
keep them?
Yeah.
Do we have to keep them in the same size tank as each other, at the same temperature, or is it?
Does the fastest spawn win, or the amount of spawns, or the
Well, no,
amount of
there's got to be some criteria. There's got to be like the first one to get eggs, maybe, and then the first one to get viable fry, and then the one to get the most fry.
Okay.
Like we can.
But you'll worry about that later on, yeah. Once we've got fish selected, at least.
Well, once we've got the fish selected, then we can maybe people throw some ideas at us. But I'll be thinking the first criteria will be who can keep them alive for the first week, you know, because someone's probably going to kill them. Matt. You know. And then, yeah, go from there.
Okay.
The disappointing thing is Matt's local to him, so he can probably pick them up. And that's annoying because we're going to have to get them shipped. So, don't know. It's a bit of a disadvantage there already.
What's the difference there?
Ours are going to be more stressed than yours.
Yeah,
because they're going to be
some
shipped.
people are professional when they send their fish.
It doesn't mean they don't get stressed with the professionals. Put something in the water to chill them out.
Some CBD oil.
CBD oil has been discussed, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we can get that done.
Cool.
All right.
Sweet.
What questions do you have? There's been some questions.
Okay, we've got 5-starred questions. Let's work in order of when we got them. Although order is not the funniest, but we'll go in order anyway. Jason has asked, how do we get more people into the hobby?
Make the hobby not be dumb. Next question.
Make the hobby what?
Not be dumb.
Okay. I would say if we get some freshwater aquarium on mainstream media, that will encourage people to do it. Like every time you see it in the movie, it's like, fish tank! So if we got it on some sort of mainstream media more regularly, that would see people more interested. That would be my thought.
Maybe we need to start Tanked NZ.
Maybe. For the record, approximately 10 years ago, one of my goals in starting this business was to try and get more people into the hobby, and that was one of my questions. And 10 years down the track, I'm still yet to work that out.
Also, I don't think we should do Tanked NZ. Ryan's silicon skills are not up to scratch for that.
Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay, next one.
Good content.
Oh, damn it.
It's a 5,000 litre tank. Boom.
The discussion of how to get people in the hobby we've been through a number of times, but I think the biggest thing is we've got to make it. It's just about education, about making it easier for people and access to better fish. I think that's probably the two key things that I'd say.
Cool. Right.
It's not hard.
Next one,
it's not
and we're not on timing, on the correct timing. We're just on order of it started, so I apologize. Next one. Okay. Can any of you do an American accent?
Oh, yeah, you all. I don't know. No, I can't do American accent. All my accents go Asian, Chinese, so it's just offensive to everyone involved.
Everybody.
You're inbred, Cam. You should at least be able to do some sort of like Cletus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shut up. Don't be like that. Right, next. This one came next. If you had to share your work, home, and play life with any fictional character, but they'd be there 24/7, like a personal sidekick, which one would you pick and why? You said anything. Fictional character.
Fictional is made up, correct?
Yeah. My go-to is
share your work, home, and play life.
My go-to is generally
Deadpool because it'll be fun.
Yeah. My go-to used to be Homer Simpson because I felt like he was my spirit animal. But I'm not too sure if I would go with him anymore.
You want to share your play life with Homer Simpson?
Homer Simpson was a baller, man. Look at how many side gigs that he's got. Look at the house that he has. His wife's pretty hot. Homer Simpson's a baller. He's always up for an adventure. I've got a lot of compelling arguments there, don't I?
You do. I just don't know.
I read play life as not. Never mind.
So who you go with then? I've gone with Ryan Reynolds because Deadpool.
I don't know.
Who gone with? Superman because he's
Super.
hard to steal. Is that what you like?
Come on, time's ticking. Hurry up. It shouldn't be this hard.
Dora the Explorer.
Ugh.
The Explorer. Oh my god,
Ugh.
that's definitely getting paywalled, that one.
Also, I just want to pull you up. Ryan Reynolds isn't fictional.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
But,
thing.
okay, I went with Deadpool. So it's like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one we've got.
Nah, I'd actually go with
No, you can't. No, you can't change. You
Rosa
can't
Diaz
change.
from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
but you can't change because you
Captain
already
Holt,
picked one.
Captain Holt will be amusing too. But anyway,
Our next question is: anyone going to organise Aqua Shell at NZ?
no.
Unlikely. Well, there's already a
There's a
expo
show.
type thing being organised.
There's a show coming up in the Hawke's Bay, Jason. You can get involved. They'll probably look
Yeah.
for
And we're
volunteers.
gonna do a live podcast, aren't we?
Well, I
Well, our
actually
captain-
emailed them and asked before we do that.
Our captain hasn't done a thing yet because our captain's useless. Although he's the
Lindsay
captain
Dale,
of a
captain.
sinking ship, so yeah.
Yeah, there's only so much bailing one person can do. We need a bigger bilge pump for this sucker.
And the next one we've got: if you could describe the rest of your idle lives in only 5 words, what would it be? 5 individual words or a sentence is fine.
What the hell? That's so deep.
It's too early for that.
5 individual words.
Barbecue, aquariums. I got 2.
Orgies,
Barbecuing,
and family.
barbecuing
feud.
with aquariums and woman. Barbecuing with aquariums and wife. There we go. I corrected it for myself.
You changed it from woman to wife.
Barbecuing
And
with
you could
aquariums
sub-
and family. Made it even better.
What about friends? Do you not have any friends?
Pretty much no.
There is family.
You
Yeah, they're all related, eh? It's the same thing.
two are my only friends, and you guys fit into the aquarium side of it.
Okay. What about Cam Auckland?
Well, he's welcome to come on whenever he wants, and he still fits into the aquarium side of it.
Mm.
All right,
I'm about stuck with this one. I'm just going to go with something like, have some good times, have some fun, some family and friends. That'll do.
boring.
For me.
He's gonna
Good
pull out the
times,
live, laugh,
fun,
love.
family, friends. Good
Live,
times.
laugh.
There you go. Yeah, you can see sort of came out. The sign came out. There you go.
I'll go with no more lesbian surprises and fish.
That's 6.
That's your theme song.
No more lesbian
So you can have a
surprises.
sentence.
Fish.
How's that a sentence? It doesn't make a sentence.
It
It's
can
not
be
a
5
sentence,
words
it's
or a
5
sentence.
words.
Follow the instructions.
Fucking hell.
Or
Do
a
you know how to
sentence.
read?
Both of you need to read the fucking question.
Fuck
Jesus.
me.
Okay, we've got another one.
Next
We've got
question.
another one.
I've
If you
got
could
a good
change-
answer for this.
If you could change one thing about each other and one thing about yourselves, what would it be and why?
I'd change one thing about Cam. I'd change his love for stability because he's a fucking idiot.
I don't love stability. I don't love stability.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to change inbreed Cam's like genetic diversity, like increase it something, so that he had a little bit more intelligence, maybe. Like so he wasn't the poster boy for inbreeding. That'd be nice.
I was going to say something nice, like I'd, let Ryan grow hair, but fuck you. If I could change one thing, This is tricky. I would make Ryan keep L number plecos. If I could change him, he would be not an African keeping jerk. He would be an L number pleco legend. That would be my one for Ryan.
But then you'd never be able to see me.
Duh.
I'll be under a piece of driftwood somewhere.
I don't know. If I could change something about Matt, it would be for him to freely admit that he's actually a stripper and he consults with strippers and not under the rules of a pole dancer.
You cut out, say again.
Sure, I did.
No, actually, I heard if I could change one thing about that, and then I just saying strippers.
That you would admit that you are trying to find a socially acceptable way to go and watch strippers and pervert women.
And that you are a stripper. And it's not under the guise of pole dancing competitions.
Negative.
I mean, pole fitness competitions.
Negative. Actually, if I could change one thing about the two of you, it would be your narrow-mindedness.
You've already done me. You can't do me again.
I've got so many things I could change about the two of you, though.
You just want to draw up like a voodoo doll or something, and you know,
trying to change us.
Yeah.
That is all the questions we've got. Unless people want to know some more things and some more stuff. I do believe that Zen's question was the best one, although that one from Stephen was pretty good too. They also brought up something up here. Let me just find it. Could Ryan and Matt pass the Friday Fanatics quiz? I probably couldn't. So I suggested this to you guys a while ago and we got radio silence. So, yeah.
What's the quiz?
See? Exactly. I brought it up and you guys just ignored it.
Isn't that what you do when you do your lives?
No. So Zen and Stephen sorted out some sort of a quizzy thing from the previous lives that we do and suggested that we could use it as part of the Three Idiots Talk Aquariums. And I brought it up with you guys and you're like, didn't say a word. So there.
He didn't bring it up, that's why.
I did bring it up. Don't you dare make me scroll through the chat and find it. I'm prepared to put 3 days worth of work into this.
What's the quiz though? What's the questions?
They're extracting questions out of the Fanatics Friday Coffee Date guests as a way of bringing more information out to the field. It's only fish related. It's just on the guests and the topics.
You'd have to have watched every single one.
Well, yeah, you would.
And I have not.
Well, then why not? I support you in your endeavors. Why don't you support me in mine?
We have jobs.
Oh, that's a fair reason.
Sometimes you do really dumb ones.
But talk to African cichlid keepers. I know those ones suck the most.
No,
he was those
your
ones.
best one.
Anyway, maybe we can continue this conversation later on if you want to further that potential suggestion of content for this show.
Hello. That was great. It must be time to go.
That was a good awkward silence.
What happened while I was gone?
We all just had an absent seizure.
What's next week's topic? You also said that you were going to organise it during the week, and you had an idea for that. So what are we doing next week?
I don't think I said that, did I?
You just broke him. You just broke him.
You did say that. You're like, I've got an idea for this breeding thing, and we'll organise, and I'll bring something up for the topic as well next week. Again, I'm prepared to go 3 weeks through our 3 days. You did.
Jason's just clicking that there might be some truth to the stories.
Let's just say, Jason, he used to be a police officer and now he's a pole dancer. What do you think he is? You know, like he's a stripper. Scientifically proven, motion carried. Move on.
Rebecca has suggested that we talk about synodontists. Do you want to do that, or do you want me to consult the options that we've previously had?
Yeah, let's just figure out the options later, because I don't know. I didn't realise that it was on me. I realised
you're the captain. You're the one bringing up these ideas.
Yeah, but the captain just delegates shit, and I haven't delegated this properly.
And you still haven't delegated shit yet.
Yeah, Cam, decide a topic that's not done, please, for next week.
Well, look at you delegate.
And that we haven't done in the last 8 weeks.
See, and this is the arguments and the conversations that we had prior to all of this, and nobody gave me your feedback.
That is our feedback.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
some of the options that we have.
Next week for a mystery topic next week, which Cam will thumb up, and it's going to be the most amazing topic in the world, and it's not going to be something we've done before. So there you go. That is something to look forward to. I hope everyone is excited.
And if anyone has a nice corner tank, let me know, because I've just been sent a photo that's quite interesting. And the corner tank would be great.
We've got ourselves another question. Do we want to answer it before we piss off? Okay, let's do that. Fishy question. If you're going to have a tank full of micro versions of monster fish, what fish are you keeping, and how many in what size tank?
I'm going to go with stingrays, because they're fucking cool.
With what?
Stingray, freshwater stingrays.
Oh, stingray. I think you said stink bugs. I went, what?
Freshwater stingrays, because they are badass. And little ones would be so cute, like buzzing around. And I would go with 200 of them in a 3-meter tank. Okay.
Micro version.
Then I'd have to add something up top, and it'll probably be silver arowanas, because they'd be fun. Will be like 50 of them, because they're like the snakes and stuff, and that'll be quite cool. Cool.
Your microphone is so bad. Didn't get any of that.
Awesome.
It just sounded like Guy Fawkes came early.
Nice. I like it.
We'll
leave that to mystery then.
I would pick a school of megalodons.
So if we're going to be that ridiculous, I'm going to do killer whales.
Well, the question
what sort
was
of whales? Killer whales
versions of monster fish. Micro, like they're tiny, so they're going to be like this. But I'll just have a tank full of miniature sharks.
But are sharks fish or mammals?
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
I don't think whales are fish either, are they? They're probably mammals as well.
I haven't had enough coffee to deal with your shit.
You guys need to read the question and actually answer it properly.
Fine, I'll change it to...
Datnoids for me. Although they'd just be probably the same as a tiger barb. No, datnoids. Datnoids are awesome. I'm a fan of them. I think they're a cool fish.
Hang on, I've got a question coming in.
What size tank?
What size tank?
How many in what size tank?
I'd put them in a 60 by 60 cube. And I'd like 12. No, 15.
It's an uneven number.
What's wrong with that?
It's not allowed
Why not?
because I said so on captain.
I'd
So you're
just
going
like
to
to
hit
point
16
out.
in the coop.
I'd just like to point out. Now, this information isn't come from me because I'm not that smart, but I have Google verified it. It's come from a listener who says, "Ryan, are you serious? Whales are mammals, sharks are fish."
Oh, well, there you go. So you may have your shark then. There you go. I thought
I can
that
have my
dolphins,
megalodons.
whales, and sharks were mammals. Is what I thought.
No, because sharks
You're
are cold.
wrong.
I don't know.
So we've got another question. Do we have time to bring it up, or do you guys want to go away?
Was there another question?
Yep, no, another one just come up.
What is it?
Vishal says, if you were given the opportunity to travel and collect our own fish, where would you travel to first, and what would you take? One type of fish, one location, anywhere around the world.
I'm going to Asia and getting a
The trouser
what
snake
are they called now?
from Thailand.
The trouser snake from Thailand. I'm likely to be
I'm
heading
having
to
a complete
America, and I'm likely to be catching some sort of corridor or similar. If not, Tanganyika and Frontosa.
Not. Yeah, that's cool. Mine would be Lake Malawi somewhere, and I probably wouldn't particularly want to take any specific fish. Just see them. Just go and see the fish that I keep in the wild. Would be awesome. That's pretty much what I'd like to do. Maybe bring some lakeside F1s home with me, but leave the other ones in the lake to just do what they're doing. You know. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
We good now?
All right.
Cool.
Well, mystery topic next week. It's going to be amazing. And talk to you later.
Good as gold.
Don't forget
That's
to
wrong.
vote on the fish selection.
Yeah, we'll get it up on YouTube for sure, and probably Facebook this afternoon. So get amongst it.
Cool. All right. Bye.